2008 PGO Cevennes, which is a French-built, low production number sports car. As you can see, based on the Porsche Speedster. This one obviously being a 2008, far more modern technology. Features a 2-litre Peugeot engine that you'd find in a 206 GTI, which is mid-rear mounted, rear-wheel drive, manual gearbox, about 140 horsepower, which although that doesn't seem like quite a lot, the thing's about 850 kilos, so it is more than enough. Disc brakes all around, independent suspension, all that sort of stuff. If you check the description, we'll detail exactly what a Cevennes is if you're not sure. UK supplied from new, this car, 2008, like we say. But check the description, we'll detail all of that. What we're going to do in the video is we're going to look at the car, condition, its features, look at the roof, get it started up, all that sort of stuff. So, right-hand drive, start on the driver's side. It's this lovely metallic red colour. You can see it sort of, the flake and things change as you move across that curvy front wing. If we look down the driver's side, you can see nice and straight all the way down there. All the panel gaps are even all the way around. Fiberglass, so you've got no corrosion to worry about. But obviously inside that arch would be susceptible to stone chips. As you can see, lovely and clean all the way around. We do have a little bit of ingrained dirt there, so we'll ignore that. But as you can see, nice and clean and tidy all the way around. All 4 alloy wheels, clean, tidy, curb free that I can tell. We'll double check as we go. There is a little bit of ingrained polish around that Cevennes badge. But again, that's easy enough to clean that out. No real marks to notice on that wing. Have a look along the sill, and again, we've missed a couple of specks of dirt there. But again, other than that, nice and tidy. You can have a look underneath. Got all those heat shields around the rear of the engine. A little bit of mud here and there, which we'll clean, but you can see the front subframe, all that sort of stuff. Coming down this side, we've got 2 tiny little stone chips just on the bottom of the door there. Other than that, lovely and tidy on this side. All the chrome work, which actually looks like it's sort of stainless steel, nice and tidy. No sign of any stone chips on the mirror. It does have some PPF on the mirror here, on this section where it would get the most of the chips. Around the filler caps, all nice and tidy. This rear arch, again, no sign of any stone chips. It does want a good clean, which we'll do. We've had a quick clean for the video and the photographs, but we will give it a proper detail. Coming around on the rear, all these tail lights are clean and bright. Lower half of that diffuser on the back, all good. And then you've got this, again, sort of as a hark back to the Speedster. These are sort of strikes of aluminium, so you do need to be careful when you're handling them. Obviously lift the boot lid by the lid itself, not by these. But they are in lovely, clean, tidy condition. Generally the fit and finish on these things is really, really good. Normally for these sort of low production number sports cars, they're a bit shonky. But these things have obviously been put together properly. All the panels line up lovely. Nice and clean in that arch again. Another good wheel and tyre. Not really any marks at all to note on the back end. We have a couple of tiny, in fact that's dirt. We've got one very small stone chip there, you can just see it. That's how picky we're having to be. Lovely and clean along that lower half. There's a very light scratch on the bottom of that door, although I would have been very surprised that didn't polish off. And a little chip just on the inside of the door handle where someone's opened it with something in their hand, I think. In fact, actually ignore me, that's dirt. And there is a small stone chip just above my thumb there in the middle of that door. But again, you've got to get nice and close to see it. And then onto the front, again, nice and clean around that arch, another good wheel and tyre. Onto the front, nice modern headlights and indicators, all clean, clear and bright. Lower half of that front bumper, which you'd think would be all scuffed up, is nice and tidy. On your PGO badge, again, nice. Even just like these are one-piece metal, they're not plastic. Shows the sort of quality that these things are. A couple of very minor stone chips, you've got one there, another one there. But it is a 15-year-old car. Along the front of that windscreen, that's all nice and tidy. There's no sort of dry marks in the seals or anything like that. And you've got this large convertible top, which is in lovely, clean, tidy condition. Plastic folding rear window. Very easy to take that down, which will show you. The windows do drop and go back up if you shut the door properly. So they are nice and tidy. You pop that down, it drops a good way. Not like your sort of older cars where you've either got to have a big gap or pop it off yourself. Well, so you've got 3 catches. 1, two, and then a third on the passenger side, which we'll get like that. We'll have to excuse the dodgy camera work. And from there, you can take the roof back and drop it down. We'll use that so we can get some light on the inside. There is a roof cover to go with it, which if you check the pictures you'll see is on. Coming onto the interior, lovely and clean on that door card. Black leather door cards, speaker on the bottom, nice metal sort of door handle. Door shuts and everything all nice and tidy with the PGO shuts on them there. And then black leather seats. Again, tiny little bit of patina on the seat, I wouldn't even call it wear. Lovely and firm, nice and comfy. PGO even go down to the point of doing their own dials, their own steering wheel. Again, no signs of any real wear. The dials are lovely and clear. It's on 30-odd thousand miles. We'll put that in the description. You've got automatic electric windows, electric mirrors, plenty of gauges for oil pressure, oil temp, water temp, all that sort of stuff. And even air conditioning as well. We'll pop the engine bay. So you've got the engine bay around the back, but obviously with it being mid-rear mounted, it is sort of slightly more difficult to get to. So we'll stay that up. Excuse me. You can see that sort of exposed, unpainted composite. You've got your exhaust and your access to that there. Access to what is the rear of the engine from this side. And then you have, behind this trim panel here, access to the front for your washer bottle, fluids, all that sort of stuff. All these lovely little painted sections like where the seat belts come out, extra lighting. Really, really nicely finished thing. It's not a shed built thing, it's a proper thing. We'll show you this passenger side, but I'm just going to pull the bonnet. So passenger seat again, lovely, clean and tidy, as is door card and door shut. Got a Alpine head unit in there, obviously out of the way. All the painted sections of the dash, lovely and tidy, really neat. Interior's got no funny smells in it, no sign of any damp. It's obviously been stored properly. And then in the front here, on these lovely strong rams, you've got that hood cover that I mentioned earlier on. Brake servos, all that sort of stuff. Batteries all tucked under there, nice and neat. Lovely and clean, washer fluid. Nice good sized bit of storage there as well. Definitely get a couple of bags for going away in. And then starting it up nice and easy. Turn it on with a key. Check it's in neutral. Hit the starter button. Fires up on the button. No sign of any smoke or anything nasty coming out the back. We've got warning lights on because we've got no seat belts and a handbrake on. Obviously if you take the handbrake off, that one will go off there. Like I said, 32,284 miles on this one, so not a lot at all. So there you have it, 2008 PGO Cevennes. If you've got any questions at all, please get in touch. We are open for viewing, so if you want to come and see the car, by all means come along and have a look. Just let us know. Thank you.